Hello, fellow Ravens. I am also named Raven, and here I am ready to show you a journey, well, the start of it at least, into ranked for me. Now, some backstory. I never really played Armored Core growing up. This is my first one of the series ever. I know, it's crazy, but I'm a lot like other people. I didn't start anywhere else other than, for FromSoft. I started Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 1 way back when, but I never got far in it. Let's get off of Souls for a second and talk about Armored Core. This game hooked me immediately when I started playing it, and I realized just like the raw feel that this game has, the scale, all the stuff that really just kind of came together and made me kind of feel hooked instantly. Throughout the story, I learned what suited me the most, and as you can see from the footage, it was lightweights. They're the only things that I really truly vibed with. Like, I can do normal bipeds, but anything heavy like tanks and tetrapods, it takes me a bit to really get the hang of that thing. When I use lightweights, it just kind of feels like an extension of me. So whenever I think about that, I have to always take into account like how light are parts, all this kind of stuff, like how it fits together, and that's a whole extra challenge that goes into the garage functions and all that, which was another part of the game that really hooked me because I am just a build guy through and through, and I get kind of obsessed with the nitty gritty, the fine details. Like you open the stats in the garage, you already know what I'm talking about. It's a spreadsheet, but for some reason I love that stuff. And doing the variety of builds and seeing what works, what doesn't, is just what gives a game longevity for me, I guess. So, with all this in mind, I also don't like playing ranked a lot. I'm not really a ranked guy because I'm not a guy that likes to try as hard out. Like, I just play games to play them. I'm just trying to play for fun. Just, a casual in all the respects of the word, essentially. Other than, I guess, the time that I can put in certain instances because I just love playing some of these games and I go overboard. I will say it straight up. A game that hooks you, it's one of those ones you just don't want to put it down. That's what Armored Core is for me, of course. To quickly touch on, what I mean by lightweights is just like reverse joints and anything bipedal that's just really light in general. Like, I don't really do anything Tetra or the wheelchair for tanks. I just stick to the normal two-leg stuff. Now, I already know me being a lightweight guy is going to put me at a disadvantage in a lot of fights, right? So I have to play a little bit faster pace than a lot of people will be doing. So I am just trying to see basically with this ranked journey how far I can get, I guess, and like the skills I can learn as a pilot, if you will. Like I just want to become better at using an AC. Like it's one of those things. It's like an intrinsic like deal within me that I want to just be better at piloting these giant mechs because it's just fun. It's just fun fighting other ones too with it and like learning, what works with what counters this, how hard it is for a lightweight to take on a goddamn tank for every other lightweight. They understand the pain. But anyway, let's go ahead and just get on to the main part of this, I suppose. The main event. And that's the start of this rank journey, the solo rank journey. I am only going to do the first two, fights in this because eventually I want to start doing live commentary for these fights if people actually want to watch the journey. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, or even if you watched the whole thing, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me.